Everybody, Mimi in Oz or Mimi in Australia here, depending on which account you're viewing this on. Coming on today to give you an update on how things are going. So it's now been 2 months since my r3Tatouille clinical trial ended. Therefore, I had 5 weeks with no medication at all in my system, and then I commenced on SEMA. Because by the time finished my clinical trial visits, gone to the local doctor, got my prescription, actually picked up the medication, it was 5 weeks. I started on the lowest dose, and that initially was helping really well. Previous to that, when I didn't have any GLP in my system at all, I had started waking up in the middle of the night hungry. I was very hungry indeed. So I had stopped me waking up in the middle of the night, but I had noticed that it was starting to wear off for me on about day 5. Look, it could just be that I needed to build up more of the SEMA in my system. But after 4 weeks on the SEMA, I was due to go up a dose if I so desired. So what I decided to do was to use 2 doses of 0.25 twice a week. So I do one on a Sunday morning and one on a Wednesday evening, rather than going straight up to the 0.5 once a week, just to see how that works for me. I've never ever tried that before in any of my previous GLP experiences, and so far so good. It does seem to be helping a little bit more, I feel. It could just be that I've got more of this building up in my system. I'll just have to wait and see, I think. I almost feel like I'm starting all over again because I've started back down at the lowest dose and it's a different GLP, and I kind of feel like I'm floundering a bit and don't really know what I'm doing. Weight-wise, everything has pretty much stayed stable. So for reference, I am 5'3" or 160 centimeters, and I'm sitting between 57 to 59 kgs, 125 to 130 lbs, or just above or just below 9 stone for our UK friends, which means my BMI is sitting between 22 and 23. So weight-wise, I'm really happy with that. It's more just the hunger that I guess freaks me out a little bit because it makes me feel like I'm losing control. But early days yet. Thank you all for your support. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat. It's New Year's Eve here, so I will say Happy New Year to you all. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.